Okay, I've had a shot at like knocking Hasidut and the Musar movement. So I'm gonna be. I guess you could ask like, what values am I advocating? So that people have a chance to knock me. Okay, so here goes then. My set of a priori values is basically based on two principles: freedom and reason. Freedom as being like the principle, something like you have in America when it was first founded. Not America today, but freedom as in limitations. Sort of, I guess limitations what people can do. It's not right that people that like freedoms and rights to feel good, rights to have a job, rights to have people serving you as in the welfare state type of idea of freedom. That's not what I mean by freedom. I mean freedom as basically the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, limitation of government, and reason is defined basically by Plato and Aristotle in modern science, not by philosophy today. The basic, and so I guess the set of a priori values are written, made a small list, would be first of all that government or authority, even of authority of rabbis and Talmudic rabbis and Orthodox rabbis or whatever else you want to say about them, that they exist, all authority exists only in order to ensure personal freedoms. And when people step over and natural rights, and when they step over the line, they lose their legitimacy. I believe in the Ten Commandments. It was given to us by God. Don't steal, don't kill. Believing in God. These are this is my set of a priori values. I believe that math and science is for every person and not just for people that are talented at it. I think that science, math, physics that they can be learned by the suggestion that Rabbi Nachman made about just learning by saying the words, so that people don't have to worry if they understand it or not. Just say the words and go further. If you understand it, very good. If you don't understand it, it's also good. That if you don't understand it in this world, you understand it in the next world, and you don't have to. And that's just a very important part of every person. Just like not every, just like with music, which is not everyone can be a Mozart or a Beethoven, but that I think that's important. These are things that were important for the world. Bach and Beethoven and Mozart, I think, are a priori music. It's important for people to be exposed to. And to learn a musical instrument, and sports, and personal prayer to God. These Bodhitas of Rabbi Nachman. So I believe in a priori value. I think that Rabbi Nachman was very good at finding a priori values, with the types of things that are embedded inside of Torah, the things that the Torah is really about, not just the endless rituals, but finding the real principles that are about it. Which the way I understand it is basically like the personal prayer to God, and faith in God, and good character traits, things like this that I think Rabbi Nachman and Baal Shem Tov were aware of. I think that they knew that the types of ideas they're bringing to the world would be abused, and they were trying to avoid that as much as possible. But they were aware that they had discovered sort of the inner essence of what Torah is, and tried to express that in a way that wouldn't be abused. Well, their Hasidus and Braslav got to be abused and changed from the original intentions of the founders, but still, Rabbi Nachman and the Baal Shem Tov did discover very important, the very basic essence of what Torah is: simple piety for every person, simple basic piety, not just for Torah scholars, but for every person. And personal prayer to God, personal piety. That's what I guess Hasidus was supposed to be about in the first place. Well, thank you for listening.